What's going on, guys? It's CJ aka Daro aka Gorax, and I'm back and I'm talking about mugging. So for those of the people that aren't sort of up to date with the Swordcraft community page, a question was asked: when is it okay to mug people and when is it not? That's just the gist of it. So in my eyes, always okay. It's always okay to mug people, with small exceptions here and there. The only exceptions that I allow are you're not a part of Swordcraft, or you're a photographer and things like that. We tried to mug someone's parents 2 quests ago, so they weren't really into it, so we let them go, obviously. So don't mug parents, don't mug photographers. People that are on the way to the bathroom, just let us know. If you're on the way to the bathroom and someone tries to mug you, just say, hey guys, I'm on my way to the bathroom, can we not do this? All good, no one's going to stop you unless they're a dick. And the other one is refs and GMs, or whatever you want to call them. These people don't mug either. So there's only those real 4 exceptions in my eyes that allow you to sort of bypass the whole mugging process. But other than that, game on. You're at Quest, you're at a role-playing event, so everything that you do, everyone that you encounter, you should be role-playing with them. What I do every quest is I get a group of people and we go out, hit the road, and we mug people along the way. Some people aren't as creative as we were. Even though it's not that creative, we actually put a bit of thought into what we were doing instead of just walking down the road all big and macho and just mugging everyone that walks past. So in my eyes, I feel like mugging is an essential thing. If you were born back in the day, you wouldn't be able to go, oh, sorry guys, I'm on my way to the toilet. Oh, sorry guys, I'm not really interested. You can't do that. You're going to get mugged, you're going to get stabbed. So within this world, you do have those allowances for bathrooms and things like that. But if you just come up and say, hey, I'm not into it, I don't want to get mugged, I don't want to lose all my money, too bad. That's ridiculous. So if you do walk past us in that situation and you don't want to get mugged, then I feel like you're ruining it for a lot of people. If you're not willing to take part in events that are roleplay themed and roleplay focused, then why would you even bother going to Quest? It doesn't make sense to me. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate, and a lot of people are probably going to say, hey, it's because this, because this. There's probably some things I haven't thought about, but others I've definitely thought about. If you just don't want to lose money, that's fine. What I do is I go out and I buy little packets of diamonds from the $2 shop, and I give them out instead of coins. So if someone comes up and goes, give us your coin, and there's just 4 of them and they're not really putting any thought into mugging, then I'll give them a diamond. If someone did what we did and have a decoy and then people pincer in and crush in on them, I'm giving them a coin because they've earned it. They've done something outside of what everyone else is actually doing. I'll reward people for putting in extra effort, and if you are just walking around going, give us some money, I'll give you a trinket. So diamonds for those people, coins for people that put in the effort. How do I feel about being the mugger? I love it. We have a lot of situations where we'll come across people and we'll mug them. We ran into Magnus from Dragon Core, probably saying the name wrong, and the Axe Mountain Owl. Al's a good friend of mine, and he was such a good sport about it, but they were walking down the path and we had people hidden in the shadows in trees, hugging trees, so they blended in, and then as soon as they got up to a point where we could choke in on them, we all ran out, and Magnus just, he was gone. He was quick and no one even bothered tried really chasing him. But then the Axe Mount was standing in the middle of the road and he challenged us. He had his big 2-handed axe and he was ready for war. So we all just crushed in on him and we focused on him and we ended up laying him out. And we all went up and started patting him down, trying to find out where his coins were, because Free Company are pretty cashed up. But sadly there was no money on him, but he was so happy that we actually put in the effort and made that just a mundane walk back to camp interesting. So he thanked us on the spot and actually gave us Axe Mark, which were the Free Company currency. So there was a few things that you could do with the money. You could actually go and buy beer from Free Company, which I don't drink beer, so we took the other option, which was taking the Axe Mark to the tavern and we were going to gamble it on the game that they invented. How do I feel about being the victim? It's awesome. I enjoy being the victim as well. I had a story where I was walking between Gold Camp to Blue Camp last quest, and two Northmen came out of nowhere and said, "Have you heard the word of Odin?" And I know a lot about the Norse gods, so Thor, Freya, Loki, Odin. I know about Misselheim, Niflheim, Gningagap. I know a lot about this stuff. So when they came up and they actually sort of challenged me in their beliefs, I thought I could challenge them back. So I did, and I started discussing it with them, and they couldn't defend themselves because out of character they hadn't done the homework. So they weren't able to sort of logically defend their characters' viewpoints. So they realized that they weren't getting anywhere with me. So they ended up just saying, "Alright, well, give us your coin, we're going to take it to," I think they said the Church of Odin, which sort of doesn't make sense to me, but the temple, they wanted to take it back and use it as a donation. And sadly I couldn't defend myself. I had my little axe on me, I didn't have the big one, that bad boy. I didn't have my sword, I didn't have anyone around me, so I had to give up everything that I had. And at that point I was broke, but I did have a little vial of blue mithril which I planned to give to a good friend of mine, but I had to give it up. They put in the effort, they actually put the thought in to come up with sort of a religious meaning behind why they're mugging people. So I thought that was worth it, so I had to give them the only thing that I had that was of value, and they ended up trotting on down the road. Now I was upset, so I went all the way back to Black Camp and let them know, "Hey guys, I just got mugged, we're going out hunting." The goats were in for it, they loved it, they wanted to get up and actually do something. So most of us head down the road and we're on our way to Blue Camp so we could catch them, hopefully still on that same road. But they sadly weren't there. All the goats were quite upset that I made them get up out of their chairs and walk around for nothing. But we ended up going to the tavern, and in the end we saw two interesting little Northmen sitting around talking to Maggot the goblin. So it turns out it was the same two that mugged me. So first thing I did was walk straight up to him, and I noticed that he was trying to trade my blue mithril for something that the goblin Maggot had. So I decided, nah, I'm going to take that. So he's holding it out, showing Maggot. Bam, I took it out of his hand straight away and said, "That's mine." He turned around, he realized who it was and who I was with, and he couldn't really do anything, so he was like sort of jittery, trying to get out of the situation. Didn't want to get stabbed, but sadly the goats are pretty mean mofos and decided to shank him anyway. So that was a good story because it sort of extended for, I'd say, a good 2 to 3 hours. We were out there looking around and I was getting mugged, and all the different sets of the story took a long time to actually play out. So I got this long sort of quest. So in my eyes, being the victim is just as much fun as being the mugger. So I feel like if you are willing to roleplay it and you're willing to take it on the chin and go, "Yep, they got me," or you're willing to go out there and put in the effort and actually mug people in an interesting and logical way, then I'm all for it. There was a good point brought up where we could have one road that's patrolled by guards and one road that's a shortcut, but there's no one patrolling it and there's a chance that you'll get mugged. And I think that's a really good idea that Swordcraft could definitely implement for the next quest. It is coming up in April, guys, so keep an eye out for it. Definitely wait for that save the date to be confirmed as the official date. But I think I'm going to get in real soon for my annual leave. If they deny me, screw it, I'm taking it off anyway, because you guys know that quest is all I really ever talk about. My family know that quest is really the only topic I ever talk about, so sorry for the delay as well about the video. I was in Uluru and Sydney for the last week and a half or so. So I've been a little bit busy, but I'm back now, so happy Australia Day, and definitely I will see everyone at Quest. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.